This is from my buddy Pat, the owner of Third String Bow Hunter channel. So what we got here is the Wave infrared. And this model is the Tempest 660D LRF laser range finding. This is a dual lens, and it's pretty impressive. I looked at it already, so box is pretty awesome. Good packaging. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice here. It's got a magnetic lid. Crazy. Anyway, it's not about the box. So what's in it? Comes with a nice case. Very, very rugged. Let's get it out of here. Alright, let's move this box out of here. Alright. Make sure we're still aiming where. Alright, looks good. Okay. Got 4 sets of batteries. This thing runs off of 18 650s. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, if you are buying one of these thermal scopes and you're not using one that uses external, internal batteries, but ones that you can remove yourself and put back in. If you're using a scope that has a proprietary battery or one that has an internal battery you cannot remove, then it's just another failing point that you cannot fix yourself. This is the way to go. Wave has got this right on this one, and a lot of the other scopes like Rick's also, they have it right. You can, because these batteries do fail, and they will fail. It's just a matter of when. And if you can't fix it yourself by replacing the batteries, then that's wrong. So anyway, so this is the Wave 660 LRF. It's got a 60mm lens, Germanic lens. Yeah, flip cap. It's you can move it 360, flip it out of the way, flip it down against you flip it down against the barrel. Some people like to do that, or you can flip it off to the side and hold it back. So that's a big thing right there. You cannot flip it to this side because it'll cover your laser rangefinder. That's pretty darn nice. Alright, this is your focus knob, and this is really nice because you put this on. I'm gonna put it on this full arm gun right here, 223. But this is really nice for focus. Instead of having to switch, turn the whole lens up here to focus, it's right there. You're not messing your laser rangefinder up. It's a lot easier. It's just this knob is smooth. And then you got a joystick here. Wave went with the joystick, frontwards, backwards, sideways. We'll see how that works out. Power button here. And also, this is your laser rangefinder activator. Yeah, you hold it down for like 4 seconds and it turns on. There's some people out there that are complaining about it takes forever to turn this off. They're holding it down forever. Well, to tell you the truth, all you gotta do is hold it down for 4 seconds and then let it go, and it automatically does a countdown to shut it off. If you hit any button during that cutoff, you see a coyote out there, and you say, "Oh crap, let me get this." Hit any button and it shuts off the countdown. It goes right back to being on again. So it's just something Wave did. This is your laser rangefinder here. What they did with this, they had it shorter to begin with, and then they realized people were coming up here and blocking the laser rangefinder with their hand as they were focusing, or just messing around up here, and so they made it a little bit longer, just so when you're up here you don't block it. Battery compartments here. This is really good mount. You pull out on it, and turn. And what's really cool about it is it has a wheel here, because every pick rail is a little bit different, and you can turn it to set where you want it to be, and then you remember that number, and then that way write it down or whatever you got to do. But that way every single weapon will have a different number, so that way the tension is perfect for each weapon. Really cool setup. This thing just feels great. It feels like a tank. It feels like it's built well, really well, as good as any other one I've ever felt. So here's your dual lenses. And this is really nice. So you got your /1 or 3. So for your long range shots, you got 3.4, I believe it is, power. And then if you want to scan close or running shots, whatever you want to do, you got I think it's 1 power, or 1.5, but I think it's 1. And it gives you a wide field of view, and really neat stuff. The thing you do have to remember with this dual lenses is you have to actually sight it in on each lens. And my plan is I'm going to sight the first one, the 1 power. I'm going to sight it in for either 50 or 75 yards, and then I'm going to sight in the 3.4 power at 100 yards. And then I got it's got a ballistic calculator, so no matter what lens you're shooting on, it's going to give you a calculation if you have the rangefinder set for ballistic calculation. Comes with a battery charger here. Pretty cool battery charger, smart charger. It gives you digital readout on here, and there's the cord for it. And then it comes with a input-output cord for data transfer. Cool thing about this is there's no, and it goes right in here between the battery box and the laser rangefinder. There's no hole into the scope. There's no cable hole into the scope. It's magnetic transfer. There's no way for moisture to get into that. It's magnetic. So it does take a proprietary cable because of that, but they're probably not expensive if you lose it. I can't imagine losing it, but you could. And then yeah, so you can't use just a regular USB-C cord or whatever. So iBox is not the bigger display. It's a smaller display, but yeah, it looks good. It really looks good. Yeah, so that's yeah. Don't look straight at the sun or fire. They warn you about it. Get lens cloth. an Allen wrench for your mount, I guess, to make sure it's tight, because I looked at it, it's pretty darn tight on there. Doesn't feel loose, but I guess to check it's tight. So I think that's about it. Your startup guide. But first thoughts, general impressions is it feels high quality. I'm hoping it works as well as my Rick scope. We'll see. I'm gonna do some testing on it, and I'll let you know. I know one thing that it does have on it that's really cool. It has outline, so you can turn it to the screen to several colors, and gray, blue, violet, red, and with that outline, I was testing out my dog last night. If you turn the outline on, it gives you an outline of that color around the animal, which looks sick. It looks awesome. So I'm gonna do some testing with that and hopefully bust a coyote over the next few days. We'll see. I'm gonna give it a try. Although the coyotes, I think they're denning up. I think they're digging right now, so they're not really responding very well. So we'll see what happens. All right, well, that's about it. Third string bow hunters, and we'll talk at you later once we get more info on this thing.